This is your final call from heaven. A divine message is being sent your way, a call to awaken, to listen, and to prepare. God is reaching out to you today, speaking directly to your heart. Have you been feeling a tug in your spirit, a whisper in your soul? This is no coincidence. The time is now. God is calling His people back to Him. He is calling you into a deeper relationship, into purpose, into alignment with His will. The world may be loud, distractions may be everywhere, but His voice is still and clear. Come back to me. Seek me. Trust me. This is not a message to ignore. It is a divine invitation. Heaven is calling, and God is waiting for your response. Will you answer? Will you surrender? Will you step into the destiny He has prepared for you? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear may change your life forever. God is preparing something extraordinary for you. The love He is bringing into your life will not be rushed, forced, or filled with uncertainty. It will come at the right time, in the right way, and with the right person, someone who will love you in a way that reflects His divine plan. This person will not play with your heart or leave you questioning their intentions. They will not make you feel like you have to prove your worth to be loved. Instead, they will see you as God sees you, worthy, valuable, and deeply cherished. They will appreciate the essence of who you are, recognizing that you are a gift from God. The love that is coming will be one of peace, not chaos. It will be one of clarity, not confusion. You will never have to wonder where you stand because their actions will match their words. They will honor you, respect you, and hold you in the highest regard. You will not have to beg for attention, love, or time because they will willingly give it, knowing that loving you is a privilege, not a burden. God's timing is perfect. It may not always align with your expectations, but it is always right. He is working behind the scenes, orchestrating a love story that will bring joy to your heart and glory to His name. He is preparing you, shaping you, and ensuring that you are ready to receive the love He has ordained for you. There is no need to fear, no need to settle, and no need to rush. The waiting season is not a punishment. It is a preparation. God is using this time to refine you, to heal the wounds of the past, and to build within you the strength and wisdom needed for the relationship He is bringing your way. The person He is preparing for you is also going through a transformation, growing in faith, and being molded into the partner you deserve. When this love enters your life, it will feel different. It won't be like the past relationships that left you broken and confused. It will be stable, reassuring, and filled with God's presence. This love will not drain you. It will revive you. It will not break you. It will build you. It will not distract you from God. It will draw you closer to Him. You are not waiting in vain. Every moment of patience, every tear cried in prayer, and every sacrifice made in faith is leading you towards something incredible. One day, you will look back and realize that God was always in control, that He was protecting you from what was not meant for you, and guiding you toward what was. The love God is preparing for you is worth the wait. It will be rooted in trust, strengthened by faith, and sustained by grace. It will be a love that glorifies Him, a love that serves as a testimony of His goodness. You will not have to force it or fight for it. It will come naturally because it will be from Him. There is no reason to settle for anything less than what God has planned. He is too faithful to give you something half-hearted, something temporary, or something that does not align with His will. He will not allow you to waste your love on someone who does not cherish you as He does. Trust in His timing. Trust in His plan. Trust that He is working all things together for your good. When the right person comes into your life, You will understand why it took so long. You will see that God was saving you for something greater, something sacred, something eternal. One day, you will look into the eyes of the person God has chosen for you and realize that they were worth every moment of waiting. You will see God's fingerprints all over your love story, and you will know that He was always in control. You will thank Him for closing the wrong doors, for removing the wrong people, and for guiding you toward the love that was always meant to be yours. Be patient. Stay faithful. Keep trusting. The love you have been waiting for is on its way, and when it arrives, it will be more beautiful than anything you ever imagined. God is making a way, and soon you will see just how perfect His plan truly is. God is not just bringing you any kind of love. He is bringing you a love that is pure, strong, and built on a foundation of faith. This love will not be ordinary. It will be a divine connection, one that uplifts your spirit and draws you even closer to Him. It will be a love that makes you better, strengthens your walk with God, and reminds you of His goodness every single day. This person will not make you feel like you have to chase them, earn their love, or prove your worth. They will see your value from the beginning. They will treat you with honor and respect because they know that you are a gift from God. Their love will bring peace, not pain. It will bring joy, not confusion. It will be the kind of love that reassures your heart and silences all your doubts. You may have been in situations before where you were left wondering, waiting, and worrying. But this time will be different. The person God is sending your way will not lead you on, make you question your place in their life, or give you half-hearted effort. They will show up with intention. They will love you with clarity. They will make sure you always know where you stand. Right now, you may be in a season of waiting. It may feel like nothing is happening, like love is passing you by while others find their person. But do not be discouraged. God is not late. He is not ignoring your prayers. He is working in ways you cannot see, aligning things in the spiritual realm before they manifest in your life. This waiting season is a season of preparation. God is refining your heart, healing past wounds, and preparing you to receive the love He has in store. He is also working on the heart of the person He has chosen for you, making sure they are ready to love you the way you deserve. You are not being forgotten. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. The love that is coming your way will not be rushed, forced, or complicated. It will flow naturally because it will be ordained by God. It will be a love that feels safe, a love that encourages your dreams, a love that supports your purpose. It will be a partnership where you and your person grow together in faith, building a life that honors God. One day soon, you will look back and realize that everything had to happen exactly the way it did. Every delay had a purpose. Every disappointment was redirection. Every heartbreak was protection. God was never withholding love from you. He was saving you for the right love. The love He is bringing will be a reflection of His own love for you, patient, kind, selfless, and unwavering. It will not be based on fleeting emotions, but on a deep, unshakable foundation. It will be the kind of love that stands the test of time, a love that is not swayed by the storms of life, but remains steadfast through every season. Trust in God's timing. Trust that He knows what is best for you. Trust that He is working behind the scenes, arranging the right circumstances, aligning the right moments, and preparing the right person. When it all comes together, you will see that His plan was greater than anything you could have written for yourself. You do not have to worry about when or how it will happen. Just focus on growing in faith, becoming the best version of yourself, and preparing your heart to receive the love that is coming. When the time is right, God will make it happen, and when He does, it will be more beautiful than anything you ever imagined. The right love will never leave you feeling drained or uncertain. It will not make you doubt yourself or question your worth. It will lift you up, encourage you, and remind you daily that you are deeply loved, not just by your partner, but by the one who created you. God has not forgotten about you. He sees your heart, He hears your prayers, and He is preparing a love story that will be worth every moment of waiting. Hold on. Stay faithful. The love you have been waiting for is coming, and it will be even better than you ever dreamed. God is about to do the impossible in your life. A shift is happening right now. You may not see it yet, but something powerful is already in motion. What seemed impossible, what looked like a dead end, is being transformed before your very eyes. God is working behind the scenes in ways that you can't even imagine. The prayers you've been lifting up, the nights you've spent crying out to Him, the moments you felt like giving up, He has seen it all. And now, He is responding in a way that will leave you in awe. The enemy has tried to convince you that nothing is going to change. The delays, the closed doors, the disappointments, they all made it seem like your situation was permanent. But let me tell you something. The enemy does not have the final say. God does. And He is about to shift things in your favor in a way that no one will be able to deny. This is your moment of transformation. The struggles you've endured have not been in vain. The battles you fought, the hardships you faced, the tears you've shed, they have been preparing you for what's coming next. God has been refining you, strengthening you, and positioning you for a breakthrough that is bigger than anything you have ever dreamed of. You have been faithful in the waiting. You have held on to hope even when everything around you seemed hopeless. And because of that, God is about to reward you in ways that will astonish you. The impossible is about to become possible. The thing you thought would never happen is about to happen suddenly. There are doors that have remained closed for years, but now they are unlocking in an instant. There are prayers you have prayed for so long that you almost gave up on them, but now they are being answered in a way that will leave you speechless. God has not forgotten you. He has been working in the background, aligning things in your favor, making the crooked paths straight, and setting you up for a breakthrough that will glorify His name. You may have thought the battle was too big, the situation too impossible, the problem too overwhelming. But God is bigger than the battle. He is greater than the opposition. He is stronger than any force that has come against you. And right now, He is moving things in the spiritual realm that will soon manifest in the physical. This is the moment where God turns your mourning into dancing, your sorrow into joy, and your pain into purpose. The storm that has been raging in your life is about to come to an end, and a new season of peace, restoration, and abundance is beginning. What the enemy meant for evil, God is turning around for your good. People may have counted you out, but they are about to see God lift you up. The enemy may have tried to destroy you, but God is about to elevate you. The rejection, the betrayal, the setbacks, all of it is about to be overshadowed by God's favor and supernatural provision. Do not be discouraged by what it looks like right now. The situation may still seem the same in the natural, but in the spiritual, everything has already shifted. You are stepping into a time of acceleration where things will start happening quickly. The opportunities, the open doors, the divine connections, they will come at just the right time, and everything that once seemed impossible will suddenly become reality. God is not just going to bless you. He is going to bless you in a way that will make it clear that only He could have done it. This is not going to be a small, ordinary breakthrough. This is going to be an Ephesians 3:20 blessing, exceedingly, abundantly above all you could ask or think. The kind of miracle that will make people stop and say, only God could have done that. Get ready for a divine turnaround. Get ready for a miracle that will leave you speechless. What God is about to do in your life will not just be a blessing for you. It will be a testimony to others. The people who doubted you, the ones who didn't believe in you, the ones who tried to bring you down, they are about to witness what God is doing in your life. You don't have to force it. You don't have to stress over it. You don't have to figure it all out. God has already made the way. Your only job is to trust Him, stay faithful, and walk in the confidence that He is working all things together for your good. So stand firm in your faith. Keep praying, keep believing, keep expecting. Something supernatural is about to unfold. The impossible is about to transform before your very eyes. The testimony is already written. The breakthrough is already on its way. The miracle has already been set in motion. And when it happens, when you see it with your own eyes, you will know without a doubt that God was with you all along. You will know that He never left you, never forsook you, never forgot about you. This is your time. This is your moment. Watch and see what the Lord is about to do. The impossible is becoming possible. God is moving in your life right now. There's a shift happening, and you're right in the middle of it. You may not see it yet, but something is changing in the Spirit. The things that once seemed impossible, the situations that looked unchangeable, the prayers that felt unanswered. God is moving in ways that will soon make everything clear. Every tear you cried, every night you spent wondering when things would turn around, every time you felt like you were at the end of your strength, God saw it all, and He has not forgotten you. He has been preparing a divine turnaround, and it's about to unfold before your very eyes. This isn't just an ordinary breakthrough. This is a supernatural shift, the kind where what was meant to harm you is reversed for your good, the kind where what was stolen from you is restored in double measure, the kind where what seemed dead suddenly comes to life. You have waited, and now it's time. You have endured, and now the reward is here. God is not just answering your prayers, He is exceeding them. He is preparing to do something so incredible that you will stand in awe, unable to explain it except to say, God did this. The battle you've been fighting is not just about you. It's about the destiny God has for you. The enemy has tried to discourage you, to make you doubt, to make you feel forgotten. But the enemy has no power over what God has ordained for your life. What God has spoken will come to pass. The delay was not a denial, it was preparation. The waiting season wasn't wasted, it was strengthening you for what's coming next. Everything that has been holding you back is breaking right now. Every chain that has tried to keep you bound, every obstacle that has stood in your way, God is removing them one by one. The very thing that the enemy used against you will be the very thing that God uses to elevate you. This is a divine setup. The closed doors, the disappointments, the long nights, they were all leading you to this moment. God is turning your mourning into joy, your struggle into strength, your prayers into praise. Get ready for an overflow of blessings. What's coming next is going to be more than you prayed for. The job, the healing, the financial breakthrough, the relationships, the peace, the joy. It's all being restored. You are stepping into a season of supernatural favor, and nothing can stop it. God is not just changing your circumstances, He is changing you. He is making you stronger, bolder, more faith-filled. He is shaping you into the person who can carry the blessing He is about to pour out. What once intimidated you will no longer shake you. What once made you feel unworthy will no longer hold you back. You will step into your calling with confidence, knowing that God's hand is upon your life. The time of struggling, of wondering, of waiting, it's coming to an end. The breakthrough has already been released. The shift is happening in the Spirit, and soon it will manifest in your life. Get ready. Get ready for unexpected blessings, for sudden breakthroughs, for miracles that defy all logic. The impossible is becoming possible. And when it happens, you will know it was God all along. Watch and see. God is about to do something miraculous in your life. It's coming. The miracle, the breakthrough, the answer to your prayer. It's closer than you think. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything for your good. There's no situation too hopeless for Him to turn around. No dream too far gone for Him to resurrect. No need too great for Him to meet. God is stepping into your circumstances, and everything is about to change. The financial struggle that has weighed you down, it's about to be lifted. The sickness that has stolen your strength, it's about to be healed. The relationship that seemed beyond repair, God is restoring it in ways you never expected. Do not give up now. You are on the brink of something incredible. The moment you've been praying for is about to arrive. God is about to show up in such a mighty way that it will leave no room for doubt. What seemed delayed is actually right on time. God's timing is perfect. And right now, the appointed time for your breakthrough is near. The things that once caused you pain will become part of your testimony. The very trials that tried to break you will become the reason for your victory. Heaven is moving on your behalf. The angels have been sent. The favor has been released. The blessing is on its way, and nothing can stop it. This is your moment. This is your time. What was impossible is about to become possible before your very eyes. Watch and see what the Lord has done. Certainly. Below is a powerful extended Christian motivational message based on your theme. This is the year you walk into your land of milk and honey. God has already prepared the way for you. The land that was promised, the place flowing with milk and honey, the season of fulfillment. It's here. You have been through the wilderness. You have faced battles, and you have endured seasons of waiting. But now, the door is standing wide open. It's not a question of if you will enter. It's a matter of obedience to His instructions. Within the next few months, God is going to begin delivering clear directions to you. Divine instructions, supernatural strategies, and heavenly wisdom are being released to guide you to what He has already set before you. You do not need to force the door open. It is already unlocked. Your faith, your obedience, and your willingness to trust Him are the keys that will bring you into your promised land. This is your season of crossing over. The days of wandering are over. The cycle of waiting is ending. It's time to walk boldly into the fulfillment of God's promises. The door is open. Now step in. God is calling you to a greater level of faith. He is reminding you that when He speaks, things shift. When He commands, the earth responds. You are not stepping into this new season alone. He is going before you. The doors that once seemed closed are now opening because God has declared, "It is time." Speak life into your promise. God is calling you to speak to your promise. Declare life over what He has promised you. Speak to the valley of dry bones. Speak to the dreams that seem dead. Speak to the places where hope has grown weak. This is the season of resurrection and restoration. What seemed delayed is coming alive again. What felt stagnant is shifting. What appeared barren is about to produce abundant fruit. The enemy may have tried to convince you that it was over, but God is saying, "I am breathing new life into your situation." The promise is alive. Your instructions are coming over the next few months. You will begin to receive divine downloads. Clarity will come. Sudden revelations will be released. God is going to send you signs, confirmations, and prophetic words that will align you with His plan. Stay in prayer. Stay in worship. Stay connected to His presence, because when the instructions come, you must be ready to move. The enemy will try to send distractions. He will attempt to bring fear, doubt, and confusion. But God says, "Keep your eyes on me. Do not be shaken. Do not be moved." You have been waiting for this moment. You have been preparing for this season. And now, it is here. Your season of fulfillment has arrived. This is not the year of hoping. It is the year of walking in fulfillment. This is not the time to second guess. It is the time to step in with confidence. God is saying, "I have already opened the door. I have already made the way. I have already prepared the land." Now, it's up to you to step forward in faith. A prayer for your journey into the promise. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this season of fulfillment. I thank you that the door is open and that you are leading me into the land you have prepared. Lord, give me ears to hear your instructions. Give me wisdom to walk in alignment with your plan. Strengthen my faith so that I do not hesitate but move boldly in obedience. Let every distraction and every doubt be silenced. I declare that I will walk into my promise and nothing will hold me back. In Jesus' name, amen. God is preparing someone special for you. One day, you will meet someone who will be a living reminder of God's love for you. They won't leave you confused, questioning their intentions, or feeling unworthy. They will love you in a way that feels like home, a love that reflects Christ. This person will push you closer to God, not away. They will inspire your faith, encourage your dreams, and remind you daily of your worth in Christ. You won't have to chase them, convince them, or beg for their time and attention. They will recognize your value and cherish you as God intended. God has seen the nights you spent praying, asking Him for someone who truly understands your heart. He knows the disappointments you faced, the people who let you down, and the times you questioned if real love was meant for you. But God is not done writing your love story. He is orchestrating something beautiful in His perfect timing. Trust Him. When this person enters your life, everything will make sense. The heartbreaks, the waiting, the moments you thought love had passed you by, all of it was leading you to something greater. You won't have to force it. You won't have to fear losing them. They will be sent by God, and they will stay. Keep your heart open, keep praying, and keep trusting. Your divine love story is unfolding. Love that reflects God's heart. God's best is never rushed. His love story for you is already written, and when the time is right, He will turn the pages to a new chapter. A chapter filled with joy, understanding, and the kind of love that mirrors His own. The love He is bringing into your life will not be confusing. It will not make you feel small, insecure, or doubtful. It will build you up, strengthen your faith, and bring peace to your soul. You will be with someone who speaks life into you, prays for you when you are weary, and reminds you of God's promises when you feel discouraged. This love will be intentional. It won't be based on fleeting emotions or selfish desires. It will be rooted in Christ, unshaken by storms, and blessed beyond measure. Every past disappointment, every door that closed, and every tear you cried were not in vain. God was preparing your heart, refining your spirit, and positioning you to receive His best. The person He is sending will understand the depths of your heart and love you with a Christ-like love. They will not just claim to love God, they will live it out in their actions, their words, and the way they cherish you. Wait for this kind of love. Do not settle for anything less than what God has planned. The right person at the right time will walk into your life and make you say, "Now I understand why God made me wait." God is aligning your love story. You don't have to chase love. You don't have to settle for half-hearted affections or relationships that drain your spirit. What God has for you the love He is preparing will be deeply rooted in faith, built on trust, and strengthened by prayer. Imagine meeting someone who sees you the way God sees you. Someone who doesn't just admire you for how you look, but loves you for the purity of your heart. Someone who prays for you when you are struggling, who worships with you, and who walks beside you on the journey toward Christ. This is the kind of love God is preparing for you. It won't be a love that takes you away from your purpose, but one that aligns you even more with God's plans. It won't bring confusion, heartache, or doubt. Instead, it will bring joy, peace, and an unshakable foundation. If you are in a season of waiting, don't despair. Your waiting is not wasted. God is working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances and preparing both you and your future partner. When the time is right, everything will fall into place effortlessly. You will look back and realize that every detour, every delay, and every moment of longing was leading you to something so much greater than you imagined. The right love will honor God. The right love won't ask you to compromise your faith. It won't lead you away from God but closer to Him. It won't leave you questioning where you stand. It will be clear, consistent, and Christ-centered. God is sending someone who will love you with a patient and selfless heart. Someone who will respect your values, honor your boundaries, and cherish your soul. They will love you in the way God designed love to be, pure, enduring, and full of grace. Do not settle for a love that only meets you halfway. Do not hold on to people who do not align with the calling God has for you. The one God has chosen for you will pursue you with intentionality, treat you with kindness, and love you with the love of Christ. They will not make you feel like you have to prove your worth. They will recognize it from the start. Trust God's timing. He is not late. He is preparing someone who will not only love you deeply, but also love God even more. That is the kind of love that will last. God's promise of a faithful love. You may have been hurt before. You may have given your heart to the wrong people, hoping they would see your worth, only to be left broken and disappointed. But God is a healer. He restores what was lost, and He replaces pain with purpose. The love He is bringing into your life will be different. It will not be rooted in worldly desires, but in godly devotion. This person will choose you every day, not just when it's convenient. They will be faithful in word and action. They will uplift you in prayer and support you in your purpose. God is not just sending you a partner, He is sending you a destiny helper, someone who will walk with you in faith, who will believe in you, and who will push you toward the greatness God has placed within you. This is why you cannot settle. This is why you must wait for His best. At the right time, God will bring it all together. The prayers you've prayed, the dreams you've held in your heart, and the love you've been longing for, it's all in His hands. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Your story is about to unfold in the most beautiful way. Final encouragement. God's love. Plan is perfect. One day soon, you will look into the eyes of the one God has prepared for you, and you will know, this is the love that was worth waiting for. The love that honors God. The love that reflects His grace. Hold on to hope. Stay patient. Keep your heart open to God's plan. The person He is bringing into your life will not just love you, but will lead you closer to the greatest love of all, Jesus Christ. God is writing your love story, and when it unfolds, it will be more beautiful than you ever imagined. This collection is just a glimpse of what God has in store for you. His plans are greater, His timing is perfect, and the love He is preparing for you will be a testimony of His faithfulness. Keep trusting, keep believing, and get ready for the love God has ordained for your life. One day soon, you will meet someone who loves you the way you've always desired, genuinely, intentionally, and without hesitation. This person will not leave you confused or make you question where you stand. They will love you the way Christ loves, with patience, kindness, and a heart full of grace. You won't have to chase them or beg for their attention. They will recognize your worth because they will see you through the eyes of God. God has seen the nights you've cried, wondering if real love will ever find you. He has heard your prayers, and He is preparing something beautiful just for you. Every disappointment, every closed door, and every moment of loneliness has been leading you to something far greater than you can imagine. God doesn't want you to settle for anything less than His best. The right person will not just be good for your heart, but good for your soul. They will pray with you, stand by you, and uplift you in faith.